Hey, what's up? I got a thought that I've been running through my head. So just bear with me. But please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you get something from this video, if you feel inspired or encouraged. Share it with somebody, comment. Because if you don't send it to nobody, the algorithm not gonna push just knowledge. It's not the algorithm not set up to push somebody that's just out here building a better life, getting healthier, healing, becoming conscious and just getting to a point that God intends you to be. The algorithm is not designed to push it, so without support, the message can never be pushed to anyone else. So please like, subscribe. But anyway, this is what I want to talk about. What happens when you are the blessing? Like when you are everything that you prayed for. And specifically in this post, I'm talking about relationships. We all pray for the perfect spouse. We all pray for the mate. We pray for a partner, someone to love us with the qualities that we seek, and knows how to love us. But what happens when we are that blessing to someone else? That's a question, and this is geared to ladies because a lot of black women are in a better situation than black men. If I get to the point, financially, spiritually, emotionally. So what happens when that black woman been through something and she's praying for something different, relationship-wise and person that she's with-wise, and she knows exactly what she wants. She claimed it, marked it out, prayed on it, went to the Lord, all this. But on the flip side, you got a man that's praying for the same opportunity to know exactly what he wants, know how he wants to be loved, know the woman of his dreams, how she sounds, how she walks, how she smells, what he do to make her happy, how he can put a smile on her face. But he been through stuff. And I'm gonna just say me in particular, I've been through stuff. I've been through previous marriages, children from previous relationships and previous marriages. So like I've been through things. And then what happens when I finally meet the woman that has that consciousness, that higher level awakening that I've been searching for, but she sees so many faults in my past that she can't see through it. Now I can speak personally to this. Let me set my phone up here. I can speak personally to this because I happened to meet my wife after I came home from prison. But one of the funny things is when I saw my wife walk across the street, it was nighttime, I was at work, I was doing security, I was checking IDs, me and two dudes outside in the cold. When I saw that woman walk across the street, I said to the guy that was out there with me checking IDs, I said, I'm gonna marry that girl. It was something, the aura that surrounded her and the spot she was at in her journey and the healing path that she went on, the energy that she was emitting and the prayers that she was putting up, that instantly alerted me that is exactly who, what, and when and how I was praying my woman to be. Embodied in her as a perfect stranger. I told the dude, his name was Conan. He did security at Deja Vu Lounge in Hampton. It was 2017. It was 2 Saturdays before Valentine's Day. I told him, I was like, yo, I'm gonna marry that girl right there. But I wasn't ready in her eyes. You see, in my eyes, I knew I was ready. I had a job to pay me change. I was a mechanic. I had 3 kids. I was actually still married, but I was married to a woman that I hadn't seen in 7 years because I was in prison. So legally on paper, I was married, and if she would have told her friends, family, homegirl, hey, I met this older man, they would have been like, oh, leave him alone. I met this older man that happens to be married, oh, leave him alone. I met this older man that happens to be married and has 3 kids from multiple women. Oh, you better run, leave him alone. Then I met this older man that happens to still be married, had 3 kids from multiple women, has previously divorced, and just came home from prison. Man, everybody told my wife to run. But I knew, now it's 2025, and this is February 23rd, 2025. Wow, it's amazing I'm talking about this. when we fast forward through this time, like I knew what I wanted. I knew the man that I wanted to be, and I'm still developing. But what I also knew is I knew the woman that I wanted in my life. I know the woman that God promised me. I knew when she walked across the street that she was my everything. I knew it, and I knew I would change anything about me to have my everything in my life forever. Change anything to get everything forever. I knew that. And I had to work. I had to work through things. I had to work through past trauma. I had to work through shortcomings. I had to work through haters. Haters like in the form of her friends, her family, people that knew her and cared about her. And they weren't hating on me. They were just trying to protect her. But they didn't know me though. They didn't know that like I really didn't want to continuously be that guy. After 13 years in prison, like you got to get over it. And I knew what I wanted to be because I dreamt of him. I dreamt of me. I knew who I wanted to be with because I dreamt of her. I talked to her. I wrote letters to her. I knew that woman, and I knew how I would treat her if I met her. But even when I met her, I still had work to do because she was already on a healing journey. I didn't even know what a healing journey looked like. I heard that it existed, and I would love to get on it, but I didn't know what it looked like. So when I would see conscious sisters, conscious women, they would overlook me because like one of my wife's friends told her, or ex-homegirl, told her my vibrations was off. She told her she needed to get rid of him. She needed to get rid of me because the girl ain't like my vibrations. My energy was off. Yes, my energy was off. Yes, my vibrations was off. And I knew it was off. But I also did not have a concept of what was right. I knew I wanted my energy to change. I knew I wanted my vibrations to match her vibrations and the other people's vibrations that I ran into, but I did not know a pathway to get there. So instead of people saying, okay, let's help this transformation, they just say, run. He ain't what you want. He gonna hurt you. Man, I love this woman. I love my wife. I wanted nothing else in my life at that moment than to be with my wife and be with my children. That was it. But the question, like when you meet a man in a situation that's lesser than you financially, and maybe conversationally, but he loves you. What happens if that man like loves the ground you walk on? If he can make you smile, if he make you laugh, if he's faithful, if he knows how to be intimate, he knows how to hear you, listen to you, and just adorns everything about you. How do you work through that? Do you listen to your friends and don't give them a chance? Or do you listen to your heart? Or do you listen to the prayer that you gave to God about everybody or the perfect man that you wanted in your life, the prayer you put up? And you like, oh, this is not the man that I wanted, that I intended, what I was searching for. But could he be that man that you intended, that you searched for? I'm not asking you to be a Build-A-Bear type woman, but I'm just asking you to just say, could this actually be him? Could you be a blessing to him to help him elevate to the level of the man or the king that you know that you need in your life? He could be a prince, or he might be a rook or a bishop or a knight, and he just needs to be elevated to the next position. He has all the qualities, all the fortitude. He can do everything that them other dudes couldn't do for you and wouldn't do for you, and them dudes just hurt you over and over. But then you meet this man with these qualities and you want to downplay him. And I know it's a lot that go into it. I know that I did a lot of stupid stuff. I say a lot of stupid stuff because I was on a healing journey. I even went to counseling in my marriage. In my relationship, and the marriage counselor had told me and my wife that he refused to marry us because he didn't approve of where we were at together. It was like he thought we were unequally yoked, but he couldn't see my heart. He didn't know my intentions. He didn't know my soul and my connection to the Lord and my connection to want to be loved. And I couldn't express it because I didn't know what it was. But now I can verbally express it. Back then I couldn't because it was intangible. It was something I knew that my heart wasn't happy where my heart was at. I knew I needed to heal. I knew I needed to go on a journey, but I didn't know how to get there. So even the marriage counselor said he wasn't going to marry us, but we're happily married. House, kid, business, vehicles, a spiritual bond, a union, healing, detoxing, fasting, having conversations together, praying together, meditating together, working together, dreaming together, having visions together, and building together. We've actually birthed another person between her and I. 1 + 1 = 3 when we got together. And I'm gonna tell you, when I met her, I was nothing like the person I am today. But I knew he existed, and I told her I was rich in potential. I just need to get there. But we're gonna have this conversation. I hope that y'all here, like, share this video. Let's make this video go. Put a thumbs up, a comment somewhere. Let's start this conversation. And I pray that my wife will come on. I got a previous video I shot with my wife about love after prison. I pray my wife will come on and do an update on that video about the journey and the struggle she's been through with dealing with me. But boy, was I worth the work. And boy, was she worth everything. Every second she's been worth it. Every effort. My wife is worth it. I love you, Lakita. I adore you. I'm so happy that you gave me the chance. I'm so happy that you didn't listen to all the naysayers, all the people that hated, or wasn't hating, all the people that tried to support you, and all the people that knew you and cherished you and valued you. The only thing is they did not know me. They didn't give me a chance. And I'm happy that you saw something in me and you decided to give me a chance. I love you. You are a wonderful wife, a wonderful mother. I care for you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul. And I just think that you are the most beautifulest thing in this world. It's just like Dad. Keith Murray. Be blessed. Peace.